What is going on, everybody? Shri Kanase here. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining exactly how you can start your own Shopify dropshipping store and run it profitably in 2019. A lot of things have changed, a lot of things continue to change, and the strategies that used to work with dropshipping no longer even exist. So in a time like this, it is always important to change according to the changes that always come and find new ways to do these things. But dropshipping right now at this moment is one of the biggest and I could say easiest opportunities for people to start their own business, because I mean, think about it. Starting your own dropshipping store is something you can do from the comfort of your home without having to go outside, get legal business papers, buy properties, etc. And that really goes to explain why there has been such an increase in demand for dropshipping and people trying to learn that game. People just kill it with dropshipping every single day, and right now at this moment, if you don't have a dropshipping store already, it may be high time that you create one right now, because as just technology progresses and people start shopping more and more online, in 5 or 10 years, the entire dropshipping platform may be very, very saturated. So take action as quickly as you can. It is the best thing you can do. But without wasting any more time, let's just jump right inside. So dropshipping 101, exactly how you can start your own profitable dropshipping store. Let's first start off with the basics. Exactly what is dropshipping and how does it work? And I think this image right here explains it perfectly. So when you open your own dropshipping store, you're basically creating a platform where you can sell other people's products. Through your website, you're going to be acting as a middleman. So after you've created your website, you'll be placed in the number 2 section, as you can see on the image right here, where you'll be in the middle. And once you start advertising your products, adding more products, you're going to be finding that a lot of customers or other people in the world go onto your website. And a lot of these people will end up purchasing from you. So what happens is these people purchase any product from you, and then what you do is you go on Aliexpress.com, which is the main website people use to dropship, and you buy that same exact product on Aliexpress. But here's the thing, instead of writing your own shipping address and info, all you're going to be doing is entering the customer's shipping info in there and your own credit card or debit card number. But you will be making a profit through this process, and here's how. Let's say, for example, you find a good wireless printer on AliExpress, which is selling for about $20, and Chinese suppliers will usually sell it for really cheap compared to those selling it in the United States. So you do a little bit of research and you find out that a lot of the websites or other dropshipping stores in the United States sell that same exact printer for $45. So what you're going to do is you're going to list that same exact printer on your dropshipping store for $45. And once you start advertising, a customer will pay you $45 for that printer, and within 2 to 3 days, that money will be sent to your own bank account. So what you're going to do with that money is you can do it immediately or wait 2 to 3 days if you don't have the funds, but you're going to go on AliExpress, enter that customer's info, and buy that same product for $20. So as you can see in this process, you made $20 of profit, and you just repeat this process over and over again and sell more and more products. And that is the business model of dropshipping. Talk about being easy, huh? But you may be thinking, if dropshipping is so easy, why isn't everybody making $1 million from dropshipping? And here's the real hard answer to that. Not everybody is going to follow the process that follows creating the Shopify store. And this process may not be easy for everybody, but it is absolutely doable. I've done it myself to generate over 6 figures online as a teenager. But here's the exact process. So there are a few steps involved in this process. The first step is actually doing research to figure out exactly what type of Shopify store you want to create. It could be a niche store or a one product store or a general store. There are success stories for all of these, so in the end it depends on what kind of store you want to run and what kind of store you're fine working with long term. Nowadays I'm suggesting more and more one product stores or niche stores over general stores, because people are catching up that there are people in the world who dropship, and general stores really make it seem scammy in the first place. So in my own opinion, niche or one product stores would be a better way to go. But during this process, you're going to be designing your own website based on the theme. If you decide to create a niche store, you have to create a website that revolves around that niche, and you have to use words, emojis, images, everything that revolves around that niche. And the same goes for a one product store. You have to create everything that revolves around that specific product And for a general store, it can be very, very general, doesn't have to revolve around anything specific. But in this process, what you'll do is you'll start adding products to make your store seem a little bit full. Imagine you go online shopping and you go onto a website where there's only one product on the entire store, but it's not a one product store. It seems to be a general store, but there's only one or two products per collection. Would you really trust that website? And many of customers actually don't trust such websites. So it is important to do this step, which is add more products. But once you have done all of the website creation, products, etc., it is time to move on to your back end. And this is where you start setting up those necessary applications, setting up those email flows, and especially abandon cart flows. If you decide not to make all the other flows, be sure to at least have your abandoned flow set up so that you can continue retargeting people who may have abandoned their carts. But this is usually followed by payment options, setting up a credit or debit card payment gateway. And a lot of people have trouble using PayPal and often want to avoid PayPal, but I've personally noticed that using PayPal increases conversion rate, so if you can, definitely implement PayPal on your store. One thing you want to absolutely make sure to do is test out these payment gateways, see if they're properly working, and do a test checkout on your own store. Many people start advertising without even checking their payment gateways to see if everything's flowing correctly, and what happens is they end up losing hundreds and even sometimes thousands of dollars before realizing that they never set up their PayPal or credit card payment gateway correctly. So you definitely need to have that done. But once you're finished with step 1 of the process, you need to move on to step 2. And this is where you kind of start getting into the technical stuff. So for step 2, you will want to start creating advertising accounts, and it could be Facebook ads if you want to start with those, or Google ads, or any other platform basically where you want to start off advertising. Usually this is also when I create my own pages for my store, meaning a Facebook page and an Instagram page. A lot of people are moving on to social media, so if you have an established social media account, and it doesn't have to have thousands and thousands of followers, just a page that is visible to the people, you're already ahead of the curve. Just make sure to start posting on these pages consistently so it doesn't seem too empty. But once you have created your pages, you'll want to start doing proper product research, and you may have already started doing this previously where you started adding products to make your store seem full. But if you haven't already done that, don't worry, this is the time where you start finding those real products which you actually want to advertise. I have tons of videos on my channel where you can find out more about doing proper product research, but be sure to find those products which, based on their data and metrics, seem to be winning products and not just go on your emotions. This is often the hardest part of Shopify dropshipping, and also where a lot of people fail because they simply think they're choosing correct products when in reality those products aren't even anywhere close from what winning products should be, and they end up spending all of their budget on these useless products. But this is something you'll just understand based on experience as you continue to do it more and more often. But with product research, one skill you need to master when it comes to dropshipping is copywriting. And no, that does not mean copying other people's stuff. Copywriting is a skill where you create an emotion-filled ad copy text that can be used in the description or the ad copy itself when advertising. So when it comes to Shopify dropshipping profitably, you want to start learning how to copyright correctly and mastering the skill of copywriting, because it is not an easy skill to master. Again, you'll need to do this over and over again to really get the hang of it. But trust me, 99% of Shopify dropshipping is copywriting and marketing. You're basically influencing people to purchase products that they may not really want through your ad copy text and the visuals that you use. And that is where using professional images really comes into play. But after you've done all these things, it's time to move forward to step 3. And this is the main meat of your business, which is advertising. So you'll be using those advertising platform accounts that you created previously to start creating effective ad copies and split testing multiple things. You can split test multiple ad copy text or multiple images, but it is really important that you spend a majority of your time on this step. And this is also the final step of the entire process, but this is also one of the steps where a lot of people just screw up and end up giving up on Shopify. Instead of just pumping out money onto advertisements which you're not even sure whether they'll work or not, spend a little bit more time getting knowledge about these platforms, trying to test on smaller budgets and seeing what is working and what is not working. Remember, this game is all about monitoring your results, troubleshooting the problems, and repeating the process. So don't just get hung up on one product. You're gonna always need to be advertising new things and trying out different approaches to different products and different marketing aspects. But that is exactly how you start a dropshipping store right now and turn it profitable. It is a very simple 3-step process, but it may not seem so simple when you're starting out. But always stick to whatever you do, because dropshipping is, as mentioned, one of the biggest opportunities for you to make tons of money in. And of course, no business is easy out there in the world, but at least dropshipping gives you the comfort of starting from your home. But if you found any type of value in this video, don't forget to smash that like button down below and subscribe while you're at it, and I'll see you guys next time.